Welcome to the greatest banter podcast of all time. We're here, we're live, and at least half of us is human.
Ha!
We got a little
Which
test.
one is it? Which one is
We're
it?
going to do a little test to find out.
All
Ready?
right.
Ride the Lightning or the Black Album?
Ride the Lightning.
Ooh, Walk Among Us or American Psycho?
American Psycho.
Ooh, Prism or Witness?
Witness.
Ooh, and then Prince or Michael Jackson?
Prince.
Ooh, and favorite Linkin Park song?
Don't have any.
Perfect. You almost passed. See, I know you're not the real Joe Skelly
Why? Because what would Joe Skelly have said?
because he would not have answered Prism or Witness.
Oh, he wouldn't have
Do
answered.
you know who that is?
No, I know the movie. I know the movie Witness.
See, that was a girls album.
Oh,
Got you there, son.
You did.
See, I know.
you got
I know.
me.
We've got them all the way. We've got them all the way. Don't let them fool you. You almost had it, but that one tricked you. Listen, you're like the guys drawing AI girls with 9 fingers.
Oh, is that
One hand.
that what I'm like?
The one finger's sticking out. Everything was good, and then you
Except
said
for
that
that.
one extra finger. And I'm like, there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome. That's your first lesson in the first 30 seconds on how to identify whether your good friend is an AI bot or not.
That's how you do it.
There you go.
Or there's several other tests.
There-
You
well,
know,
there
this
are.
is almost like in Blade Runner, the test that Harrison Ford was giving to identify whether or not they were replicants or
That was
not.
a good scene.
Yeah.
That's the only scene of the movie I've seen.
Oh, Jesus. The first one or the second one?
There's
Either one.
2?
Yeah.
Well, are we talking about the remake or there's 2 with Harrison Ford?
There's 2 with Harrison Ford.
Get out of here. There is not.
Yes. You have the very first one
Okay.
where he's the Blade Runner,
Called Blade Runner.
right? And then there's Blade Runner 2042 or whatever it is.
With him.
Yeah, he's in it. But he's not the Blade Runner anymore.
Oh, that is the second one. Okay,
Yeah.
I would thought there was just 2 where he's the main guy. No, the other one is the beautiful Ryan Gosling or whatever. Is that who it is? Plays the Blade Runner?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah.
I know right now. You got the eyes on. I'm not going to acknowledge the beautiful part, and you're not sure if it's really Ryan, are you?
I don't know. I can't think
Is
of the
guy
guy's
from
name.
is the guy from Drive?
I can't think of his name.
Damn it.
But he does a great job.
We're down our
Because what happened
our
was
Craigslist admin is gone.
Right.
So it's off
Craigslist
doing whatever the
admin.
fuck he wants. So that's cool. Yeah, fucking Craigslist studio engineer over here. He's not here, so he'll never hear this because it's fine.
Again, I'm going through my notes, and I've got things like Stinkin' Creek, Kentucky. I'm not sure why I put that in there.
Right.
And
Listen, I've got 2 new
Wrapped
lines.
loader system.
Oh, which one?
Wrapped loader system. I'm not sure why I put that in there.
I've got one for you that I know why I put in there.
Okay, Brobocop.
And he said, look over, and he said, Smith, unzip his pants.
The alien.
That was a great video showing the aliens. And then they let a loose duck go or fucking goose or some shit.
Right, and it was
He's
mean.
got an angry goose, and they just let it out. A regular angry goose.
Oh, the new AI videos that are so
Oh, those videos
permeating
are,
everywhere.
Those are kind of funny, man.
We walked by this bush, and all of a sudden, some guy jumped out and yelled peekaboo and mowed down 17 of our brethren
They wrote, send more.
on our drop ship in our own blood.
Oh, such a
Yes.
good video. Listen, I like those AI videos are fucking funny. Right?
They are pretty good.
You can't trust any of them, though.
Why not?
Well, because we just can't. Don't give any... No. You have to be leery. Like right now, it's Bigfoot. Next week, it's going to be the Chancla girl.
Oh, right. Well,
That's what I'm saying. Remember.
The AI videos are just getting better.
You got to remember, though, we're trying to remind these people. That's the whole point of our show is to make sure they don't fall to the AI demons.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Right. So...
I just heard recently. I just heard a new fan theory
Okay.
about movies.
All
That
right.
Lord Farquaad from
The
Disney,
short guy
all right,
who does Shrek, yeah.
is the son of Grumpy and Snow White.
Wow.
And you know this to be true because he has the magic mirror that he inherited from his mother.
Wow.
And that's why he's a lord.
I thought it showed him stealing that mirror.
No.
Oh.
He had it.
Wasn't? Interesting.
He's short and grumpy like his dad.
He's got hair like his mom.
Hair like his mom.
Snow White.
Dresses like his mom. Has the same belt as his dad. And has her magic mirror.
Where do you find these fucked up theories? I must be going down. I'm not sure. That's
pretty good.
It's pretty good for that universe.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It is. Is that the whole Disney universe? Was Farquaad in the Disney
Yes.
thing, or is that DreamWorks?
Yeah. That's all Disney.
Is DreamWorks Disney?
I think they are.
Maybe somebody's going to correct.
Somebody's
us.
going to correct.
Not
us.
through the website, but somebody will.
And they'll say you guys should kill yourselves.
Yeah. Jesus. Fuck. We're dark. You were. We didn't even thank them before we went that way.
I know, but you know
boom,
what?
Boom.
Oh my God, you're going back to that. But here's what I'm saying is that it's almost as good as the Steve Buscemi from Con Air one.
I like that one way more. That one makes a lot of sense.
Steve Buscemi's character from Con Air is the same guy in The Big Lebowski.
What's his name in The Big Lebowski? Is it Danny, Greg, some stupid
But every time
name?
he shows up in that movie, he's got a different bowling shirt on with a different name.
I really like that one.
Right. And he's also the same guy in Billy Madison.
I can 100% support this.
Yeah.
I support that. I don't know about the gun usage in Billy Madison for the killer that he is, but it was also a pretty ghetto gun. So
right,
he had that 700 BDL, a piece of shit plastic rifle. He's like, I got you, and shot that dude right in the ass in Billy Madison or whatever.
Right.
He's like, thanks, man.
Right.
Yeah, I like the other one though. Like for sure, the dude one. I gotta watch that movie again. What's that movie about?
It's about a guy who goes bowling.
Yeah, but they always have some background fucking Jedi philosophical.
Oh yeah, he's like a super philosophical guy. He walks around in a bathrobe drinking White Russians. Bowling.
What's his fucking deal, dude? Is he a bum?
Yeah, he's kind of a bum.
Some of the kids that I worked with, they were obsessed with it, and I looked at it for 2 minutes. I've never seen the movie all the way through, at least not that I can remember. Not since it dropped in 1998.
Right, it's entertaining.
Is that what it is? Like that's what the movie's about? It's a comedy?
Pretty much. Yeah, it's a comedy. And Dan from Roseanne's in it.
Yeah, I like that guy.
Yeah, he plays one of the buddies. Steve Buscemi's in it. He plays one of his buddies.
He's got the gun.
Yeah.
The one dude does. And he's always talking about how they need to buy guns or some shit. I do remember that guy's character.
He's supposed to be like a whacked out vet.
Oh, okay. Just hanging out with the killer.
Right.
Yeah, I could see the character from Con Air because he says some of the lines, right? He's like, define irony. A bunch of prisoners on a plane dancing to a stolen plane to dancing to a song where a bunch of dudes died on it. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Like, all right. But his weirdness, they had him locked up like Hannibal Lecter in that movie. So, and then for him to just adapt, become a bowler, wear those different shirts.
Right. Well, they're saying that the different shirts belong to different people he killed.
Oh.
That's
I'm not
part of
gonna
the
lie.
theory.
I'm not gonna lie. If the real Joe Skelly was a serial killer, I think he might collect those shirts. Ooh. Maybe that's a secret thing. Maybe those shirts didn't come from the thrift store. Those family barbecue shirts.
Listen,
We gotta go.
yeah,
39.7 seconds. Thanks for coming out. We gotta go.
No,
Fuck.
let's hang out some more.
God damn it. Did you bring me a mannequin?
Now that went off the deep end for me.
Ha ha!
I can't deal with that.
The mannequin thing freaks you out, huh?
Yeah, it kind of freaks me out a little bit. And I know you have a soft spot in your heart for mannequins.
I do. Is that fucked up?
Dude, there was a terrible 70s movie, like horror movie about people being turned into mannequins that just freaked me out. And
all right, those ones freak me out. Goosebumps used to have a lot of that shit.
I don't know.
Oh, like little Timmy went over to this house and disappeared, and then you go to look for him, and they open the cupboard, and there's 50,000 little statues of little kids. Like little Timmy got lost with his fishing pole and his sunglasses, and here's this little statue with the sun. You remember all those kind of movies? Like that's some
I never saw those.
Stephen King shit. Yeah,
I never saw those.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's
almost that's almost as freaky as that
But it
lady
is.
that got arrested because she was making dolls, like porcelain dolls,
Yeah.
and putting hair and teeth in them.
Fucking okay.
And it
Here we go.
turns out that the hair and the teeth belong to missing kids.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I'm in a fog all of a sudden. That was way.
Just look, my man.
All right, we should hit.
You should
the
never
doll
buy
museum.
a doll that has real hair and teeth. I'm just putting that out.
That was never on the menu. So I don't know who came up with that idea. But there's never been a time I'm like, I'm going to fucking do this.
Yeah, creepy
gonna do
dolls,
this.
I'm not down with.
All right. Fuck all that. Listen, thank you for checking into the show. This is Bays Boys Podcast. My name is Tyler. I don't know. We record from a haunted studio. I'm here with my cohort Soul, which I've trapped into a box by taking my episodes and feeding them into my standalone AI box. You don't mind if I refer to you that way, do you? I know it's very racist to say you're an AI box. I should, present you as a man with feelings, and I will in 10 minutes from now, maybe. But I'm here with my cohort Soul.
I'm already calculating.
If you've seen,
I'm already calculating.
Don't worry, I only gave him 600 megabytes of memory, so we're not going to get too
Wake
far with
up,
that.
number 37.
Yep. If you see Joe Skelly out in the loose, let us know.
Wake up, number 37.
I want to prep all of you this year and let you guys know that we have been informed that we might not be welcome back to the Juggalo gathering. The guys that were writing me don't have a lot of teeth, and they live in like one room, so I'm not super concerned about them. But I think we're going to have to do a rescue mission and just solely break in. So if you're looking to meet up to break into the gathering, and please don't tell the Juggalos, and definitely don't tell the fucking Woodalows.
Don't tell the fucking Woodalows.
Do not tell them anything.
Anything.
I think Woodalows might be...
Yeah,
that's dangerous.
Danger.
We
Will
were
Robinson.
warned right in front of the thing. Now, we're going to have some training videos coming out on how to deal. Let me write this down because I need you guys to get these. Training videos on how
to deal with the Juggalos?
Yes, to navigate
the gathering.
The gathering, yes, sir. So... what I'm thinking is this year, and again, these are very secret announcements.
Do you need a one-wheel board?
A one-wheel board. Which one's that one?
The ones that the Juggalo security Juggalos. You notice how I said, the Juggalos that were security that were Juggalos were riding around.
Oh, the one wheel. You remembered that.
Yes.
Why the fuck do you remember? Oh, my God. Of all the things, and he remembers that guy. Did you see the video of him?
No, I have not seen it.
Yeah, I know.
You haven't shown me any of the video.
I know. I've got it archived of him. You want to ride the one wheel? Nah, bro. You pussy. And then he just rides away. Uphill on his one wheel, by the way. Shout out to my man. This year, you know what? I think I'm going to try to get one of those security shirts and just bang it out like that.
Oh.
That's a good idea.
Till they discover.
$100 for the shirt.
Till they discover.
What are they going to say? The tattooed guys got it? I mean... the mask guy's got it. The guy with the makeup.
You're not real security,
right? Like Howard. Listen, the guy that we went through at nighttime, my man's pupils were dilated like the fucking moon. I don't think their security's securing much.
He secured his trip.
Listen, the security there. Shout out to my dilated pupil, my man. He was the equivalent of the video girl or the video ticket taker at the dollar theater, where you walk up and they're like tickets, and I'm like, dude, I think I dropped it in the bathroom. He's like, fine, fuck it, go.
Oh,
it's Wednesday at 1 p.m. Just go. I don't care. Or you walk by them, you're like, hey, you want a handful of my popcorn? He's like, yeah, I'll take it, and then you go in.
Okay.
I'm saying, my man.
I've never experienced that at the movie theater.
Get out of here. Nobody's ever just waved you through?
No.
Get the fuck out of here.
I usually get the teenagers like, open your jacket. They're
what?
To see if you're smuggling.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Nobody's ever checked me ever, and I got a cheesecake in there once.
That's fucking impressive.
Well, I was a lot skinnier, so you remember.
Yes.
It's before that 200 note that we were carrying around. So it was a full cheesecake. Do you remember the Sara Lee ones, the New York style? Sara Lee came in a little red box. You just had to thaw it, and it had that little brown paper casing on it.
Oh, my. No.
That was it, dude. You thawed that bitch, put that in there. I've also gotten Chipotle in there. Just turn that sideways. You're good to go. Subway footlongs. What else? I think that's the weirdest thing ever. I think somebody brought Chinese food in once, but it wasn't me. But I could smell it, and I was like, this is fucking weird because I know I smell Chinese food, but I'm in the movie theater, so it's not supposed to smell like that.
You're like, is this smell-o-vision in the movie?
Right.
This is not even a scene in a Chinese restaurant.
Exactly. I was about to say it was a movie about Greeks, so it was weird. It was weird.
It's totally
it was
weird.
it was like that Greek wedding movie. He's like, spray some Windex on it. And I'm like, man, all I smell is Chinese food. I don't smell Windex.
You're like, fucking weird.
Right. Speaking of Windex, how much do you love the smell of Windex?
I really never thought about
Come on, bro. It's just like pure blue ammonia or some shit. I'm pretty sure is what that is.
What is that? I don't
smell?
really huff Windex on a regular basis, so I can't tell you.
Listen, man, when you live in Long Beach, your chores are full of window washing.
Oh, I imagine.
Just dusting all the time. I lived right next to a freeway too, so
That
it was even
Fabuloso.
worse. Oh yeah. Listen, I don't think Fabuloso existed when I was out there.
The purple flavor.
Yeah, I didn't. That wasn't a thing. I don't think that's a real cleaner, by the way.
Why not?
I think
still use it.
I think they just overcompensated with scent. I don't think there's actually any really cleaning fucking chemicals.
It makes
that.
bubbles.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Never mind then. You know that's okay. Hold on. I'm not gonna say this. Shout out to Soap Girl. I heard once on the grapevine when studying how to make soap and other things that if the soap that you have doesn't bubble, it has no. Is it lye or what is in the soap? What's the stuff that makes the soap bubble that's the actual cleaner? So they said if it doesn't bubble, it's not real soap. And I was like, I never thought about that. So I started watching the Mega Beast soap, right? And she'd be like, I got this $1 bar of Zest. And I'm like, yeah, baby, that's me. Gold Zest bar, whatever, right? She's like, I got this $5 bottle of, or stick of Dove. And you're like, I got little bubbles here. I got some bubbles here. It's lathery. She's like, I got this $50 bar of soap. That motherfucker don't lather at all. Doesn't do shit. And I'm like, I think you fucked us, babe. Like,
are you not getting clean?
No, it's not soap. It doesn't even lather. It just rubs on you, and you smell like fucking coconut and patchouli.
What soap to buy? Dr. Bronner's.
Bronner's?
Yeah, Dr. Bronner's. It's a liquid soap. It's a Castile soap. It's a real bro. You
know which soap I use for my balls. I use the lava soap. The red lava soap.
The red lava soap.
I learned it from a welder.
With the aggregate in it.
Yeah, okay. Exactly. You got a little sandpaper down there. I got to rub that shit in and make sure it's good to go. I don't want no boom booms.
I got
when I'm trying to boom boom.
All right.
And so, but I love that soap. It's a good soap. You know, they have a green one. It's a little milder. The welder's like the red ones though.
Yeah.
Shit fucks stuff up, bro. You come home all covered in, I don't know how welders get grease all over them, but the one I knew used to weld buses, so it made kind of sense. And scoop all that shit off you.
There you go.
You're going to lose the outer layer of your skin, though.
Listen, Castile soap feels like it takes two layers off.
That's, Wait, is that the shit that comes like Comet, though?
No, it's liquid.
Oh,
it's a liquid.
I'm way off then.
And it's like a yellowish liquid, kind of like a very clear yellow liquid. But when you put it on, you know the term squeaky clean?
Ugh,
you feel squeaky clean.
Do you? You get out and your butt cheeks are making noises and shit?
I'm telling you.
Fuck.
You have never been so clean in your entire life.
I don't know, dude. Our soap's pretty good. Shout out to our soap producer.
Right.
Our soap's pretty fucking good.
Oh, there's nothing
wrong.
Our
charcoal soap?
Yeah.
That stuff is gangbang.
Right.
Like that stuff, you're like, oh, it's supposed to look orange after you wash it, right, Norman? No, like our soap will get that shit out of here.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to the Connor FBI guy who sent us a cease and desist. He was like, stop giving the fucking soap to Norman. The shit's coming out clean. I was like, all right, dude, we'll just take it down. I've been using it myself. I replaced the lava soap with this soap. Much better.
Much better.
Good lathers, too.
Oh, yeah.
None of that bullshit, half-ass fucking Victoria's Secret crotch shit you be buying. You fucking
that doesn't do anything.
You dorks with your big F-150 trucks and your American flags buying that garbage for your girls. You didn't come and get none of our soap. Now you can't get it because it's on the fucking ban list.
Yeah.
For now. For now. You got to come find us. That's what it is.
If you want the good soap, you got to track us down.
It's true. It's true. Many of folk have been supplied all over the earth with our soap. We even have a video somewhere. Somebody sent this to me. It's a fucked up video of a guy sitting on a porch eating our soap.
I totally forgot about
that.
I totally forgot
the dude's just eating it. I'm like, oh. And he looks like he needs a bath.
Yeah.
Shout out to our boys who sent that in.
Yeah.
Fucking. And listen.
You should have sent instructions with the soap.
Listen, there's. Fuck.
You never thought you would have to send instructions with a bar of soap, but apparently some
we
people
announced it. They were supposed to buy it for their women. He fucking kept it and ate it. I'm like, homie, what? the fuck are you doing?
He's got the cleanest mouth in the world.
He does. And it doesn't smell bad like Windex.
Does not.
There's no ammonia in our soap.
None.
Is that what's in Windex? Is that what that smell is? Ammonia? Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I got to stop huffing that.
Yeah, I told you.
Every night I'm like, let me clean this computer screen perfectly. So clean. And then I smell how clean it is.
Well,
right?
Yeah. Well, you know what the old saying is, right?
Don't do meth, kids.
No. A sailor doesn't become a master sailor by avoiding the storm. You're welcome.
How many boats have you driven?
None.
Don't lie to me.
But listen, it's like
you work in the fucking water treatment plant. You're in the water all the time, checking water. Who's driving the boat? Who's driving the boat?
This
Somebody
is
else?
just like the old saying, it's a poor craftsman who blames his tool.
Listen, I'm convinced that when you hear that expression, that is the equivalent of this. Your car broke down? Good. Like, that is the 17th century Jocko voice. You're not a real sailor until you've let that storm kick you in the balls. Then you return home to your girl with some Windex and she gives you the Bays Boy soap and you wash your balls. Good.
Oh, God.
Like, come on, bro. That fucking saying, are we not? You know what the saying would be today?
You don't become a master sailor by avoiding the storm?
I'd be like, really? Because the GPS said I should go around.
No, you got to weather it, my man.
Really?
You got to wade in knee deep. Knee deep.
Listen, I don't have to catch the south sails 45-degree nautical wind to go around it now. I can just turn the propeller on and the boat engine and fucking drive the other way. I'm just saying. Like, I grew up near the beach and I didn't go there, as we've talked about, without my Converse, but I feel like common sense, you don't need it to go on. If I go under the water, I still have that. We can just go around the storm.
What, your Converse? I'm very confused.
No, our common sense. I'm saying that the expression is antiquated. It's not with the times, right?
It's not?
Is it? Do I got to go get my dick kicked in to be a sailor? Or can I go around the storm and I'm smarter?
It doesn't even apply just to sailors. It just applies to everything in general. You don't become a master at something by
metaphorically? I thought we were talking about real sailors.
No, it's a metaphor.
All right, well, then those sailors need to buck up and go into the storm. If we're going metaphoricals, I thought we were talking nautical fucking percentages here.
Like, so what you're telling me is,
I was just curious.
Hey, you could become a master builder by avoiding building as much as possible.
Well, you know what? I would like to digress to our previous episode from 4 episodes ago where we discussed the entire culture of martial arts where they practice almost punching each other. So I would like to say that, yes, there are arts out there that they're giving away black belts to people for almost being in the fight.
Almost being in the fight.
Almost being in the fight.
You know, it's interesting because I've been watching a lot of these videos where these dojos, like, they're black belts and then they make them spar against each other.
Oh, fuck me. Is it like watching 8-year-olds beat each other up?
Yeah, it's like they're trying to practice kata moves.
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah.
And they're so rigid and they're not fluid because their mentality is this move followed by this move followed by this move.
So here's a tip for all of you people who want to use kata out in the road. The kata was not invented. It's not invented for you to punch the guy at chest level every time. That's not what that was for. So please, if you're like, God, he's 6'4", I'm gonna need to pull the Steven Seagal move. Like, that's not how that works. You can still punch somebody in the balls and angle downwards. You don't have to go straight out in front of you. It's not fucking horse stance, my man, from China 13th century.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Doesn't apply.
Okay.
And the proof of that is like Wing Chun masters fighting MMA people and just getting brutalized.
And here's the best part. You see this in fucking fighters all the time too. I don't know how we got to this point, but it's reactionary. It's always reactionary. Like that's why the Wing Chun guy puts his fucking hands up in his Ip Man motion with Tonsal being up and his other guard hand, and he's like, I'll stand here until you punch me and then I will retaliate with speed and essence. Like, What the fuck did you just say, homie? You know what happens if Tyson comes through and fucking rallies you? You ain't responding to that, homie.
You're not going to be able to respond to that.
It's 2 moves. Him hitting you, you hitting the ground, baby.
Yeah.
Like, you catch with that booty cheek punch, and it's like...
That's it. Lights out.
All the best knockouts never look like punches from kata. Except for if you go to UFC, because those fucking dorks just beating the shit out of each other. Good for you. Good for you. Shout out to our boys at UFC.
Oh. Do you have anybody over there?
We sent 2.
Oh.
Yeah, they got their fucking asses beat. They got their clocks clean, bro. Our one boy lost so fast that when he was done, he walked over and just started puking in the trash because he was so fucking upset at how fast this dude beat his ass.
Oh, in like 0.7 seconds?
Yeah, just no joke. Got his shit pushed in like boom, boom, and then... walked over to the trash and was like, I'm so sad. And he's bleeding all over himself. And he's like, I fucking lost. And I'm like, well, this is our future. This is our future. Listen, give me 50 more kata punches. I'm going to need those before we leave because after what I just saw here.
Jesus.
I was going to sign up. I was going to sign up to go, but those 2 guys were running twice as far as me. And then they got shit on. And I was like, well. We've established our role in the dojo,
and that I should not go to the MMA.
Get back in there and do some rolls.
Some
fucking hot. Yeah. So that was good. That was good. I liked it. You want to get into that? We can get into that.
No, that's all right.
Don't lie to me. You signed up for that seminar to fucking wrestle those kids the other day. You were trying to wrestle them 20-year-olds. Don't even lie to me, boy. And you didn't tell me.
Yeah, I did.
You motherfucker.
I did.
Three times just to beat up on some young guns.
Well,
listen, I've established too. Let's move on to that other stuff. The martial arts thing goes into the shooting community too. I'm like, y'all are just practicing one fucking punch over and over. You're going to be the greatest motherfucker ever if you get to roundhouse this fool and he's standing right in front of you still.
And not moving or blocking or doing anything.
If he's not fucking moving, and the air conditions are perfect, and the sun's not in your eyes, you're facing fucking south while the sun, I don't even know the direction of the sun shit, but like you're facing south, the sun's behind you. What else? You're standing on even ground. He's not moving. I'm like, you know what? This is Randori all over again. Sensei Seagal?
To the front.
Kodogai Shi for everybody. Throw them motherfuckers.
Oh.
And listen, again, while we're on this tangent, shout out to our wrestlers whose art has actually elevated thanks to BJJ.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, BJ is in the name of their martial art.
Yes.
You should have known that shit was big gay. You running around with your balls on some dude in a martial art called BJ.
Yep.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah,
Why
jiu-jitsu.
They could have just done one J. Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah, I don't know. Let's forget about that. Kanji could have changed it. We don't know, though.
It would have.
They can't write in kanji, though.
They can't.
No. Because they're Brazilian.
And they're speaking Portuguese.
They write in Spanglish.
No, they speak Portuguese.
I don't know, man. Do they?
Yes.
Every time I see the fucking Helsons yelling, it's in English.
Well, yeah.
I hear, F this, F that, F that. You can't do that. I'm like, pretty sure he just did, homie. And you've been voted out. You have been voted off the island. I've seen the Gracies throw chairs. Have you ever seen the Gracies throw a temper tantrum?
No.
Oh, brother. Let me tell you something. Shout out to our jiu-jitsu guys. You guys are great, but you guys are the farthest from a martial art there is. Because when they get done and lose, those motherfuckers don't care. I've seen a dude throw chairs in through a wall.
Oh, my.
For the guy who threw it was the father. It was like Helson Gracie, too. It was a famous one. Over his kid getting beat, and they just throw shit. And you're like, dude, what are you doing in a tournament full of 300-400 people? That's crazy to me, bro. They were so fucking mad because
he lost.
Dude, bro, come on, dog. You're mad because this guy rolled over and your son Root pinched his wrist and had to tap.
Oh,
and that's it.
I'm not sure what that means, but
that's what you get.
It sounds embarrassing.
Exactly what it means, man. You roll, you land on your hand, and the fucking kid gives up, and then the dude's mad. Well, that's an illegal. This is what he said. He goes, that's an illegal move. Homie, there's no illegal move in the fight. You got barrel rolled. That's not our problem. Get out of the fucking mat.
Next.
Yep. BJJ my ass. How long have you been doing jiu-jitsu now?
Not long.
Not long?
Not ever.
Not ever.
Not ever. That's how long.
Well,
Not ever. So I want to talk about something that you and I were discussing off mic.
Uh-oh.
And we were talking about the power of the internet.
Oh, fuck.
And how the internet
oh, no.
and the world and people at large can elevate somebody overnight.
I want to, okay. What are we talking here? We talk about old school. We talk about new school. We talking about the dark. We
were talking about something that just happened recently in the past 2 years with a musician named Oliver Anthony.
Oh, okay.
Who
Yeah.
That overnight success song.
Tell them that story.
Northman, north of Richmond.
Yep.
Right.
Richmond.
Yeah. Richmond, Virginia.
Richmond. Yeah.
Right. And he's from West Virginia. He was a poor blue-collar guy that just loved to play music.
Right.
And he wrote that song and posted it on the internet.
Yeah.
And it blew up.
Yeah.
Right.
I've never heard it, by the way.
Oh, it's a great song.
I know what it is, and I see the music video everywhere, but I skip it every time.
So his very first live concert that he was ever going to play, he booked to play a farmer's market in North Carolina. Right. And he agreed to play for 2.5 hours for $200.
Right.
Right. Like probably sets,
right.
A couple of 45-minute sets or whatnot.
Right. How many songs? He's a country guy. So 2 hours, that's a lot of songs actually.
Yeah. It's a lot of music, So he probably agreed to do like 2 or 3 sets at the farmer's market at different, like show it one, show
like
it.
They do at the market we hang out. The guy goes up for 30 minutes, comes down for 15, goes up for 30 minutes, comes down. Right.
And the week before his song blew up, he had already booked the show.
Right.
So he'd already agreed to come. And he goes down there, even though his song is becoming internet famous.
Right.
And he said 12,000 people showed up to the farmer's market.
You're fucked.
Right?
Every person at that farmer's market that day sold out.
Oh, 100%.
Every person.
100%.
Yeah. Every single one.
And so they were like, your first fucking show ever was to 12,000 people. You imagine what that must feel like?
No. No, I cannot.
Because it's never happened, right?
Yeah, it's wild. But no, this is the key of the internet, though.
But what it's to say for, young budding musicians, right?
Oh, of course.
They were talking about, for a while it was the phrase SoundCloud famous, right?
SoundCloud famous, yes, sir.
That you don't need a fucking record label anymore.
No.
You could do it all on your own.
You know what? That's our PSA. If you're doing music, you can do every single piece from the start to your own. If you don't know where to go, write me and Joe Skelly. Between me and Joe Skelly, we've got almost every angle covered besides the actual musician part.
Right.
Which is pretty impressive.
Pretty impressive.
And technically, we're both musicians because Joe Skelly produces and I play musical instruments. We just don't actually produce any music.
That's true.
Yeah.
Right.
So we do have it covered.
Right.
Write us on the DM.
It's like that Tom McDonald, the rapper, right?
Yeah.
He's 100% self-produced.
Yeah. You know how big his team is? Guess. You'll never guess.
I don't know. I know it was him and his girlfriend forever.
Perfect.
And she did all the music videos, and he did all the music himself.
Yeah. So you've seen his music videos?
Yes.
Okay, good. Guess how many is on his team? Take any number.
5.
3.
3 people.
It is him and his girlfriend and his buddy.
Yep.
They're very impressive.
And they do everything in their house.
Very impressive. Yeah.
All their merch, everything.
Listen, he can thank, and I know you're going to hate it, the Tekanina for that. He coined that road for us.
Right?
I mean, Hobson, Tech, Rhymesayers, all of those guys. Shout out to Minnesota.
But again, the whole point of it is you can do it yourself.
100,000.
Where before they used to sign people to those shitbox contracts, 5 albums. We're going to front you $2 million to produce your first album, and you had to make that money back to break even.
Oh, fuck you. Listen.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you know why
whether you wanted that money or not to do your first album, and then they told you what studio, who was going to do it,
right?
Because it was all everybody scratching everybody's back and forcing you into essentially into indentured servitude, right?
While we're on the subject, actually, if you want to advertise with us and get your band heard on the show, that's a new thing that we're doing. Send us a DM.
It is? Okay.
That's a new thing we can do. We will set you up. You will have listeners all over the world, and it will not cost you an arm and a leg like those guys. Me and Joe Skelly, we don't take big percentages.
No.
We take small percentages. We're here for you.
Yeah, small percentage.
Right. What we were saying on
only 35%.
That's right. Jesus, 35%. Fuck. Jesus. What? Get the Black Pearl. The pirate has come in. Fuck. 35%? You trying to get us hung?
What do you,
5%. 5%. You went way too high there, my man. We're talking, we got to appeal to my young men who are looking for the real deal. I was about to say we're the real deal, and you dropped a 35 banger on them. That's the wrong job, homie.
Oh.
That's the wrong job. Put that number away.
That number's gone.
We're going to revert that and pack it in and just reseal it. You didn't hear that.
Pack it up, pack it in. Let me begin.
Yes, pack it. 35.
Little house of pain.
35% will get you 5 minutes of us. You got 5 minutes from the minute, as he said, you got 5 minutes from the minute hand hits the 1 to the 5. Before and after, I don't want to be near you. But for those 5 minutes, we do whatever you want for 35% on the job.
Oh, but that's kind of like our $10,000 a month Patreon.
Hey, no, that's not. That's the real deal. Don't tempt them with that.
Listen, that's the real
Don't
deal.
tempt them with that.
You sign up for that $10,000 a month Patreon.
Yeah.
We're going to fly you out here.
Thank you to our Patreon subscribers.
Yeah.
The ones that are on there that we know.
Thank you all.
We haven't been on there in 7 months, but don't tell anybody. We weren't allowed. So listen.
Well, after we got over the whole uploading the podcast at the public library from the parking lot.
Oh, God. No, listen, though. Seriously, actually, let's talk about that. Let's get real for 5 minutes.
Oh, real.
Real talk.
Not AI real?
Yeah, no.
For real,
Listen,
for real.
This is a for real sponsor to the guys who have sponsored us. Whether you sponsored us for 6 months, 3 months, 3 days, or 5 days, we want you to know genuinely that every penny that we have ever acquired through Bays Boys has never left the channel.
Never.
Joe Skelly can tell you that.
I've never seen any of it.
Fuck. Fucking went right there. Yeah, he can tell you that. We have provided and supplied with only the money we make. And recently on the Real, having a podcast, running a studio in general is brutal as fuck. And having a podcast and then having tools. Recently, our main machine went down. We were posting from the library, and I do genuinely want to thank all of our supporters because the support that we've saved for the last few years, trying to decide of all of our plays and whatnot really fucking helps, like a lot. When Joe Skelly and I joke about keeping the lights on, that is truth. There is 100% truth in that, so thank you guys for the support, and let's get back to the show. Leave a 5-star rating because we love you. Welcome to the greatest banter podcast of all time. My name is Tyler. I don't know, and I don't know what we are doing.
Oh.
Let's move on. Let's move back into it. Femur beatings. Wait, hold on. Killer Snake Islands. Genghis Khan's unicorn penises. Boom Booms. Surprise Jesus. Ouija boards. Necropants. Little dolls that walk. A haunted studio.
We've talked about a lot.
We bring it all. Performing surgery on yourself.
Oh yeah,
that picture's fucking horrifying.
Oh yeah, but then we talked about, or did we talk about the possible Bigfoot moment that I had a couple weeks ago?
Are we talking about real life again?
You
really again?
Yeah.
What the hell were you doing?
Didn't I tell you about when I went outside to put away the animals, and there was that thing clomping around in the woods?
Oh.
Making that noise?
No.
Oh, I didn't tell you this.
No.
A couple Saturdays ago. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning.
We've been very busy.
Yeah, I went to put the animals away. Right? The animals were in their barn, and I needed to close the sliding door of the barn.
Yeah.
Because it was still open,
Yeah.
And I heard something beyond the fence line out in the woods.
Get the fuck out of here.
Slowly moving through the woods. Like heavy footfalls.
Right.
And it's making this noise like, like to the point where it made the hair on my arm stand up.
Oh.
And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, maybe it's a coyote, maybe it's a deer. And it just kept making this horrendous noise over and over and over as it's traversing the length of the fence, like 20 yards back in the woods, right?
Really?
Clomping in. So I pop into the barn and the animals have their asses pressed against the opposite side of the open door.
Just pushed in, huh?
Facing the woods.
Get the fuck out of here.
They didn't even want to be anywhere near the door. So I go in and close the sliding door and I shut the door and the thing's still moving. It's still making that horrendous noise, right? Hair on my arms is standing up. So I called the dog out. I'm like, go to the corner of the fence and check it out. So he runs right out there like a good dog.
Yeah.
My man got to the corner, turned right around and ran right back in the house. Right? So then I bust out the flashlight and I shine the flashlight off into the woods, and its eye, I only could see one of its eyes, and its eye was taller than the 6-foot post in the corner of the fence.
Get the fuck out of here.
Dead serious, right? And it just kept moving through the woods and off the property, and it just really slow, and it was like crunching on branches.
How do you know it wasn't a bear?
Because it did make a bear noise.
Listen, I heard there were some bears crawling around in that area for
sure.
Recently.
For sure.
Like
but it wasn't making bear noises. It was like this high-pitched, like that noise, but like a higher pitch than that.
Did you hit him with the
No, I did
whistle?
not. I did not hit him.
You should have tried to respond.
Bro, the hair on my arms was standing straight up, like, and my spine was tingling. I've never heard a noise like that anywhere in the world. I've been in jungles and forests and woods and mountains all over God's green earth.
The
never
water
once
treatment
heard
will
this
take
noise.
Water treatment will take you far.
And as I said, its eye, the only eye I could see when it was like a red, it had like a red glow to
Cyclops
it,
bear.
was taller than that 6-foot fence post. And when I talked to the neighbor who owns like 40 acres, they're like, that was Bigfoot. I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, oh yeah, you haven't met neighbor so-and-so? And I'm like, no. They're like, the neighbor said you see Bigfoot back in those woods before.
Get the fuck out of here.
And she was like, he's even got one of them sticks that you bang against the tree. And I'm like, I wasn't trying to bang any stick against any tree because it literally had me kind of shook. But it was the weirdest thing. I've never heard it before, and I haven't heard it since. And it freaked the animals out. That's what really got me, right?
Right.
When the animals have a 30-foot wide barn.
Oh, because they know.
And they were as far away from that door as they could get, staring at it.
Does Bigfoot go after cows, though?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Huh.
I really don't think so. But it wasn't. Look, if it was coyotes are short and small. They yip. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Wolves. We don't have any wolves down here.
I don't see cows being afraid of coyotes, to be honest. Nah. Like not like that. Not like door afraid.
Right.
Because usually coyotes can make it into the fucking barn before the cows get stirred.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Cows can get into the barn.
No. I'm saying the coyote can get in before any other animals notice. They're sneaky. They're sneaky.
Yeah. You're right.
Sneaky Pete's.
Right.
As our mutual friend the Reaper said, you can't sneak up on one unless you have the NVGs and a weird
scent.
Yes. Unless you're covered in weird stuff and then, you're out with a half Apache frog guy and then I'm like, what? He's like, you will never sneak up on one. Well, I haven't tried, but I'm going to take your word for it.
Right.
Because that's not what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I'm not.
So they're the sneaky ones.
Yes.
So it's not them because the cows are not going to be prepped. They don't have
Listen, this thing gave no fucks about making noise. Walking through the woods.
No shit, dude.
And it just over and over the noise. But it was a higher pitch than that.
Do you think he was doing the Predator, trying to get you to come out? Help me.
No, it wasn't talking. It just made that noise. And it was like, it was very long and drawn out. And it was a higher pitch than that. Over and over and over as it was clumping through the woods. Like it gave no fuck. It knew I was there and gave no fucks.
Just did whatever he wanted.
Yeah, and listen,
Next
people are like, bears walk on their hind legs. Bears don't walk on their hind legs for like 60 yards.
For 60 yards, yeah. They don't, they're not.
Through the woods, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, boo-boo.
Right.
Yeah. Unless he's wearing a tie and a fucking newsboy cap.
Yeah, and stealing picnic baskets. And we already talked about, if you shot him, it'd be like murder. It wouldn't be like hunting.
Right.
You don't even know what I'm talking about.
Bigfoot or Yogi?
If you shot Yogi,
that
would be more like murder than hunting.
Come on, wait till the AI video comes out about Yogi. He wasn't just stealing picnic baskets, my man.
Oh,
it had to
was
be
he
bad.
robbing banks?
I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? He's like, "Hey, boo boo, get the basket. I'll check the car." And then he goes over and grabs your purse. Hey, boo boo, mail order us this.
Right. He's buying shit on Amazon.
Right. You can't trust him.
Who, Yogi Bear?
No.
Or Bigfoot?
Both of them.
Oh.
Depends on which one's which, but, you can't trust most. I definitely wouldn't trust Yogi.
All right.
I don't trust any motherfucker that wears a tie and a hat with no pants. Okay?
So you said if you came in across an adult male just walking around with a tie and a collar, because he also had a collar.
I absolutely did not trust that guy. His name was Tanner.
And a
His name was Tanner, and I sent him on his way.
Tanner.
You gotta go.
Tanner had a tie and a straw hat, and you're like, Tanner,
And
get
nothing
the
else.
fuck on, my
Nothing
man.
else. You're like, what are
you
you
sure he
doing,
wasn't
brother?
a train kid?
Well, no, they don't have trains in Hollywood.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Not that I'm aware of. Maybe like
They
some
might
underground
run trains, but they
maybe
don't
some-
have any.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Wow.
That just came out.
Wow. We went doing them dirty like that. Tanner's like, I'm gonna get back under the ground.
Yeah.
Son of the bitch. Here's a question, random question before we have to get out of here, because that has been a fast episode. Thanks for checking in. Do you think that the people that live underground Las Vegas have heard of us? Because I feel like that could be the pinnacle of my career right now.
Oh, if the Vegas mold people have heard this show?
Yeah, like it's kind of like
You
listen,
think it's spread there?
well, here's my thing. We have dropships in Vegas. Shout out to our girl down there, but the problem is that she never does any fucking work.
Well,
So
then unless she's
not
hanging out
helpful.
with the mole people,
I think she's
doubt
hoarding the fucking stickers, bro.
that- right, it's very possible.
Like, I'm being dead serious right now.
It's very
I think
possible.
she's fucking hoarding those stickers we give her, right?
That's terrible.
Yeah, she's weird like that. She's weird like that. But no, continuing on, I want them to hear us. Is that weird? I need to get to Vegas, but I can't fly anymore. I'm not allowed. I'm on the no-fly list. So
We won't talk about how
I
that
gotta
took place.
drive.
Right.
It's a medical condition. It's
Yeah,
nothing
gotcha.
violent. Don't worry. It's just circulating air and me in the same place is not good.
Oh, gotcha.
I got that fungus growth. Anyways, so we gotta get. I just feel like if we could get the mole people in Vegas to hear us, I think our lives would change.
It's possible. But I got another new plan. I just developed this.
Hit me with it, surprise Jesus.
So if you find a missing wallet
Okay.
and you throw it into one of those big blue postal service mailboxes,
Never do that. Yep. Okay.
they'll return it to your house.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No,
You can do that with IDs too.
right.
Yeah.
So
But I never do
here's
that.
what you do. You get a bunch of cheap dollar store wallets
Okay.
and go, oh, there is no more phone book.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Right. Look,
Holy shit.
and just put like
That
addresses,
is fucking
address in the mail
genius.
in the dollar store wallet, and pack it full of Bays Boys podcast stickers.
Listen, I'm about to pack some. I'm going to get a sticker that just says you've been had by the Bays Boys and put it on some of that fake cash we got and leave it in those wallets and just throw them everywhere in the streets. Holy shit. What a troll. What a troll. I don't even need to be there to be how happy I would be if somebody picks that shit up, pulls one of those 20s and tries to use it.
But it's already got. Oh, you're going to make a stamp to go on the
Well,
money.
we usually put stickers. Well, actually, I've never put stickers on the money. I usually write on there to all our people that buy stuff.
Yeah.
Do not use this. It is not real.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, I gotta write it on there.
Do you write it in marker?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's
Yes,
plain as
sir.
day.
But make sure they're okay.
Okay.
You know, I don't want them getting
Well,
messed up.
I still have those packs of fake Chinese money that we got in Chinatown, which you're supposed to burn, right, at a Chinese funeral. Right? You remember those?
Yeah, but I've never been to one. So
Yeah, okay. I
that's-
still have
that's
some of
wild.
that.
Really?
Yeah, we could use that.
Is that where did we get those? Where we got the strawberry Kit Kats?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Do they have fireworks in there? Because now I just realized I never looked, and I'm thinking the weird shit they got in there, like 10,000 fucking Kit Kats. They got some wonderful statues. They got live fish. They got dead fish. They got frozen fish. They got dry
Then
fish.
they had the area with like where you could buy soup bowls and knives and cleavers and all that in the super secret back room.
Let's not forget about the Chinese milk that comes in a glass bottle that looks like a baby bottle. That's not fucking weird, mate. Next time we're down there, we got to get that. I don't think we bought it that one day because we weren't with the Reaper, but we were doing something with the girls. I can't remember. We've been down there so many fucking times. I've lost track. But the time we found the bottle nipple, I was like, homie, what the fuck is this? This is some fetish shit even beyond me. I'm like,
like you're feeding
y'all
the
just-
baby cow.
right, y'all just got it out there in the open. And listen, boy, you went with the baby cow thing, that's fine, but you and I both know that's not what that's for. My man's running around in some Depends with a pacifier on, and let's just say he's not going to a rave.
We also need to go buy some durian fruit.
What's that?
Oh, you don't know about durian?
What is that?
Durian is the stinkiest fruit that you can get on planet
no.
Earth.
Oh,
it smells like rotting flesh.
Get the fuck out of here. We talked about you did. Dude, why?
They
but you
sell
said
it.
it's sweet.
It's supposed to be really sweet, almost like tapioca on the inside.
I thought we fucking had that once.
No.
Did you bring me some?
No.
Okay, never mind.
They sell it frozen.
Oh,
Because
so you
it
can't
smells
smell it?
because it smells so bad.
Fuck out of here.
So you buy the frozen durian fruit, put it in a paper bag. If you wanted to be an asshole, you could leave it underneath somebody's porch in the heat and let it thaw out.
Okay. Let's go on to one more before we get out of here. What was the one called where the whole video is 5 dudes in the car opening the can?
Oh, the fish.
Yeah.
The stinkiest fish on earth.
We need one of those still.
Ugh.
But I can't be near that. That will knock me the fuck out, bro. And it's not
I'll
even
get the name. My friend has the name of the fish.
It's not even because of it is because of the smell, but also because I know what we're doing to us. I'd be like, my body would just be like, fuck you, dude. Don't smell it no more. Shut the fuck down. You're done.
you
know what I mean?
You pass out.
Yeah. It's not like an exploring one. So like when you're exploring the city and you smell that shit, you're like, keep going 10 more feet. Keep
turn
going.
around.
Yeah, exactly. This is like you're sitting in the fucking car and you open it and those dudes are like, "Bleh," and that shit just comes up instantly.
You know what another terrible smell is?
Uh-oh.
You ever been by a paper mill?
No. Why?
Ugh.
What? Why?
Paper-
Because they dye it, bleach it? What
Dude,
is it?
paper mills.
Get the
If
fuck
you
out
go
of
by
here.
a
For
paper
real?
mill, listen, if you're a listener and you've driven past a paper mill, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
DM the Instagram page.
Yeah.
And tell Tyler here how bad a paper mill smells.
Ugh.
Because my man does it. It's like that
Really?
fish. It smells that bad.
Get the fuck out of
So
here.
if you live near a paper mill, you're just fucked.
So it smells like LA, dead fish. That's good.
24/7.
Ugh. Dead fish
It
and
doesn't
bum
even,
urine?
dude. It smells like rot.
Really?
Oh, it's terrible.
That's caca. I don't like it.
Yeah.
That's gross. We should stay away from that.
Yeah. So durian fruit,
also though, I'm looking.
Chinese fireworks.
You think hey Kenobi? I know you're listening right now, motherfucker. Do you want to do a video, Kenobi, where you're in the car and we open that that fish thing? I will fucking pay. Listen,
Here's the
Kenobi's
problem.
been saying for a
listen,
while.
You
He's
got to
like,
do this in a junkyard because you're never going to get the smell of that out of your car.
get the fuck out of here. Is that for real?
Bro.
Okay, here's what we'll do. We're gonna pay.
Especially if you spill it and that oil gets into the fabric.
Oh God.
You're done.
This is going to be our weapon for the new world when the
Hold
war
on.
kicks off.
This is a story I heard.
Uh-oh.
Some gentleman in the sanitation department
Uh-oh. Oh no. It's going
got
bad.
mad at one of their bosses.
Okay.
Dead of summer, 9,000 degrees.
Ooh, I know where this is
They
going.
popped the locks on the doors,
There it is.
opened up the door panels,
There it is.
put some fish in that shit,
Shove some fresh fisha in there. Yeah.
closed the door panels up, locked the doors, and shut it.
Yeah,
And
that's
let
perfect.
it sit there for good couple 3-4 days.
That's straight cook. That's a straight cook that never gets the temperature to actually cook.
And apparently they had to scrap the car because no, they could never
Bro,
get the stench out of it.
that's old school put fish in your vents before you move out shit right there.
Right. You know, get some
Are
sardine oil.
you the fucking guy who told me that there was a gentleman, same exact story, except for possibly not the doors, but the dude just left it in there for like weeks and weeks and weeks and couldn't figure it out? Was that him? How long they bait that guy with that one?
like 3-4 days.
Oh, he just only lasted 3 or 4 days? I mean, I would imagine it smelled like fucking horribleness. There was somebody who told us a story, though. I could have sworn it was either you or somebody from your side of town that said they'd done one where the guy couldn't figure it out, and for weeks he was going fucking insane. And they were like, what the fuck is happening? Why does my shit smell so fucking bad? And like couldn't figure out what it was. I could have sworn it was a longer period, though. There's some people we could do that trick to.
Ugh.
Listen. If I see another truck with
I think it's a Norwegian fish in that can. I'll get
listen.
the name of it.
You know that air vent that comes out of those Toyota trucks for you to breathe so you can go underwater that I know about? You remember those?
The one that
See?
you thought.
Yeah. See, if that still worked in my mind the right way, we'd be able to put fish in that motherfucker, and anybody's car like that would just be...
That's terrible.
Oh, that's caca.
That is.
Imagine that. Just be so fucking angry, dude. If I got in and my car smelled like something like that.
If you want to be an, oh God, there's
so many.
You get cans of those fish, put them in a black trash. Oh, crack them a little bit. Put it in a black trash bag. Put it in the trash. So when the trash guys come pick it up and they crush it with the thing, and then just the rest of the day I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop.
You remember the stink bombs that used to come in glass vials?
Yes, I do.
What the fuck was that about? I always wondered when I opened my first pack, I'm like, y'all just gave us glass vials like we're about to hit this shit into our noses or something. What is this? And then you're supposed to throw it on the ground to break it.
Yeah.
But you're throwing glass everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I'm not nutters.
No, you're not nuts.
That
no.
did happen. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
that
weird. That's weird.
It was like itching powder. You remember itching powder?
So I never did the store bought. Have you used the homemade stuff?
It's fiberglass, my man.
Yeah. But if you go get those little balls that are hanging out all over all these trees, it works the exact same way.
What balls hanging on the trees?
They look like little spikes. You guys have them
the
here,
monkey
right?
balls.
Right. So you take that and you mash it. When you mash that becomes little fibrous hairs. You did the exact same thing. In elementary school, you'd grab a bunch of those, mash them, put them in your Ziploc bag, and then when you're walking by the motherfucker you hate, just and smack him on the back, and he's fucked for the day. It works the exact same way. It's like little fiberglass shards.
What was wrong with you children?
Bro, what do you mean? I thought you knew this.
Nope.
That's an old one.
We didn't do that.
That one goes all the way back to the ketchup packets folded over trick. I love that one.
Okay.
Aluminum foil. Oh, brother. Saran wrap over the toilet seat. First dude that fucking pees on that's getting everywhere. These are all in the same box of tricks. They're very homemade, useless tricks, you know?
That's like putting mustard packets underneath the toilet seat.
Yeah. So I just said fold it over and sit on it.
Yeah.
I've done that to so many people. I used to love watching kids come back from class and you could tell they're wiping their pants and shit. And why are you late? Oh, some asshole put ketchup on the toilet. That was me.
That was you. You were the asshole.
Yeah. I used to save so many packets just for that. Dude, I never used the public toilet at school. Did you?
Except to terrorize people.
Yeah, except for that part. Or to throw M1000s and cherry bombs at them.
Oh, did that too?
I didn't do that. The homies did. I told you somebody did that a year after Columbine, and we, our schools are all outside, and our bathrooms are fucking the size of like huge,
right?
30 stalls just lined up, right? And that dude dropped one, and the whole courtyard was going, man, you could have heard a pin drop when that bomb went off.
Oh,
it was like goof, and like we were right outside the bathroom. I pretty much pooed a little. I was like, oh, it's happening, and everybody was frozen. And like for 5 minutes, nobody moved, and then slowly started talking again. Yep.
That's terrible.
They get that broken toilet out of there. Yeah. I could have bought that stuff, but that's too risky. That was like real dynamite. I feel like I'm good on that.
Oh, that's because that was illegal. That was that illegal shit
from Mexico.
That was that illegal shit.
Yeah, that's where we used to go to get that. It was
right.
The Mexico's used to be the greatest swap meet of all time. Fucking greatest swap meet of all time, bro. You just
go down there and get those 6 striped Adidas tracksuits.
Bro, 6 striped Adidas tracksuits, the fucking luchador masks, the fucking sombreros, the amount of ninja stars and knives and nunchucks and fucking and the sticks.
Yeah.
They just got them in there, bro. And they go all the way to the big ones like this, like something like this big. Like,
oh, wow.
Just a full, and you can buy that stuff. You remember the demo? You remember the demo video they had during school where they showed you what happens when you have a box full of Mexican fireworks in a car with no gas tank?
No.
That was part of our...
I've never seen that.
Yeah, that was part of our curriculum.
Based on where you lived?
Yes, sir. Right, they play that right before they bring the gang member with the face tattoos. It says, kids, don't join a gang or you'll be wearing khaki dickies and polo shirts the rest of your life talking to kids about don't join a gang.
Oh, my God.
Or you'll be dead. One of the two.
One of the two.
That dynamite will get you, bro. Anyways, those Mexican fireworks... Totally unstable. Totally unstable.
Sitting in a hot car, they just go.
Yes. Now, I don't know how they made it go, but they made it go, and it did not leave the car there. It did not leave the car there. Speaking of which, are you the one that sent me that fucking video of the guy holding a genuine mortar with his hand the other day? Was that you?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I saw an actual video of a guy who had one that you and I have shot, right? And it's one of the base mortars with the tube, and it's about this fucking big, and it had a ground tube, and my man was here with it.
Oh, that's not how you do that.
No, sir. The rest of his hand was not here with it.
Right. No, that needs to sit on the ground.
Right. If it has a base stand, my man, it's supposed to be on the ground.
Yes.
Yeah, he didn't have no hand after.
Oh.
And the sad part is...
Did it explode?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it went off. His homie lit it for him and fucking ran like you and I. I'm like...
Right, no. So mortars... Oh, you're talking about the firework. I thought you were talking about...
No. Not Mexico's fireworks. Our fireworks.
No,
like what we
thought
buy.
you were referring to...
An actual
mortar tube.
No, I'm sorry. He had a mortar tube style firework.
Okay.
So it's the one that actually fires the ball of shit that you fire when we're at the honey farm that makes the big circle spark.
Right.
Brother, he had that in his hand.
That's not how you do that.
No.
That's
the one. Is that the one that fell over and started firing at the cars? No. If that was, that would have fired a lot further and would have hit that fucking neighbor across the way. Yeah, no. He had a real one. And the sad part is his friends, one guy's filming, apparently, or he set the phone up, I don't know. And then one friend lights it and fucking dogs out. And you're kind of like, homie, if you knew to dog out, why'd you let him hold it? And he went like this, bro. You guys can't see.
He was trying to aim it.
Yes, he was trying to aim it like kind of almost face level and holding it up like he's supporting the back of it. Like, oh no, if I don't hold the back, it might not know where to go. Like, brother, it knows where it's going. It don't need you to hold it.
Poor decision making.
Yeah, and then I thought it was you too because I had the X-ray pictures at the end, and it shows like the hand, but half of the hand is on the right, half of it's on the left.
Yeah, split down the middle.
Yes, sir. It looks like a Y.
Oh yeah.
Like, bro, why are you holding?
He's not going to keep that.
No.
They're not going to let you keep that souvenir.
No. Anytime we do big bomb stuff, like big boxes of fireworks, especially at once, I'm a fan of the gasoline trail. I'm old school. I just like to douse, walk, and I'm the
But we've never done that.
You and me have never done that because you fucking choose to stand right next to it. We don't need gasoline, brother. I ain't trying to fucking call you out. I'm trying to say your style's a little different than mine. I grew up making gasoline lines and getting the fuck away from whatever I'm lighting on fire or blowing up. You, my man, I have the video. I've said it a million times before. It's the fucking first time ever. And I have a video of you. That fucking firework fell over, was firing everywhere, and you breath timed this motherfucker and picked it up in between. And the look you gave it. That bitch fell over and you were like, you son of a bitch. And it fired and you were like, fuck it. And you grabbed it and put it back down and moved back and it fired again. And I'm like, what the fuck did I just witness? That's my man. They teach you that at the water treatment department? Like, the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, this is how you know.
Listen, this is, and I love it. Don't get me wrong. This is why you're
an unhealthy side to me.
Fuck. Well, shout out to our friends who leave the parties when you show up with the box. I will never forget that. I was like, where did our friends just go?
Oh, because the fireworks came out?
They're gone.
Yeah,
what do you mean they're gone? Well, Joe pulled out the boom bus. The boom bus. La Bamba is here. Listen, you're not allowed to get any bombas from Mexico, bro. There's some shit down there I would never take you to. I'd be just like, you're not fucking allowed. You're banned. Stand over here and get some chicle gum. Don't fucking touch any of that. I'm just telling my homie, like, suelta la dynamite. I don't know how to say dynamite in Spanish, but put it down. You're not allowed. Don't sell this motherfucker. You going down there with the shirt that says, I only got this shirt.
Right.
Because they won't, I'm on the no sell list for dynamite. Yeah. No, that's dangerous.
All right.
Listen. Stay out of Mexico. Fireworks there aren't worth it, especially since we got our own now. Like, there's no reason.
Right.
You need red, white, and blue fireworks. They don't sell them in Mexico. They're red, green, and white. So it's a little off. Wrong color. It's good, though. I like them. And I'm joking. They don't have any with flags on them. They don't care. So stay out of Mexico. Don't get any fireworks. Don't hold your fireworks.
No, that's never a good
plan. The public service announcement this week, which we missed halfway through, was don't do meth, kids. Write us if you like fireworks. Let us know.
Next, hey, it's coming up. The big day is coming up for fireworks.
Jesus Christ. Isn't that like next week?
Yeah.
We're already making plans. I'm scared. You know what? I think we're just going to call it now. You're done this year.
Oh.
I think you're blacklisted.
I'm already blacklisted.
I'm going to send a support message out. I might call that fucking place that keeps selling you stuff. Why the fuck they give the water cleaning department discounts? I don't know.
My man gave me
because you're a city
discount.
worker. Like, dude, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, wait.
50% discount.
I'll never forget that the first day. You were piling that shit on. I'm like, homie, where are we getting the money for this? This is like $2,000 worth of shit. No, don't worry. They're going to give me half off. What? Listen, if we
2.5 shopping carts full of fireworks.
You were. I was like, bro, we just had a conversation about how we're not spending any finances, and you over here loading this cart up with fucking treasure bombs. Oh man. Shout out to my man who he got disappeared for throwing smoke bombs into a live classroom.
Oh.
That was a good one. I like that one. All right, we're out of here. 39.7 seconds. We're the greatest banter podcast this side and the other side of the Mississippi, bringing you the West Coast, the East Coast news, the South
and everything
Coast.
in between.
Everything in between. Shout out to our Canadian listeners, our Albanian listeners. Shout out to
Croatian listeners.
Croatian listeners. Shout out to the Italians.
Oh, and the ones in the Philippines.
The Philippines, which was a weird one.
In Korea.
Right. That's a weird one. And shout out to our longtime listeners, Soap Girl Butters, Kenobi, fucking.
No, you said
Nigels,
that Soap
everybody.
Girl and Butters.
That's what I said. Did I say that?
No, you said.
I was just running.
You said
it was
Soap
a
Girl Butters. That's
I thought
two separate people.
It is. I apologize. I was going to try to do.
Shout out to the roller derby girls out Youngstown way.
Roller derby girls. We've been watching you. Don't worry about that. I need to get some roller derby. Anyways, shout out to all of you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for checking out the show. More to come. We love you all. Anything from you, Joe Skelly? That's a joke. You're not allowed. See you later.